Hey everyone, Sarah Ansboury here with my women's partner, Regina Franco, also from Team Head. And today we want to help you a little bit with your dinking game. One of the most important things when you're up here at the non-volley line is keeping that ball soft, but also pretty deep. So the mistake that a lot of players make when they're working on their short court game is they play where they have to keep that ball in the non-volley zone. So what we've done is we put some cones about 1.5 feet back from the non-volley line. Now our goal is we are gonna try to keep that ball in front of the cones, okay? So we can hit it anywhere out in front. So that means if that ball is gonna land a little deeper, we are gonna take that ball in the air. So not only do we want the ball to stay in front of the cones, we want our bodies to stay in front of the cones. So we're gonna try to avoid stepping back behind the cones. One of the factors here is trying to keep the ball as soft as we can. The mistake that players make when they're up here is they are very hard and compressed, shuffling side to side. So it makes that ball hard, but it also limits their range of motion. What we're gonna try to do is stay loose in the hips, loose in the knees. If the ball is gonna go to my right, I'm gonna turn my right toe out so that my hips turn and push off of that foot. If it's gonna go to my left, I'm gonna turn out my left toe and push off, transferring our weight. We're both gonna work on doing that, keeping it soft, okay? Let's take a look. So we're gonna move each other around a little bit, but really working on getting the ball in front of our bodies. So see, as she's moving me side to side, I'm turning and keeping that ball forward. What a lot of players make the mistake in doing is they go to the ball and then they come back. If I'm gonna push Regina towards the left side of the court, I wanna keep my hips and my paddle towards the left side of the court until she transitions me to the other side, okay? Soft knees and a really high head is gonna keep us light and loose, but really pushing towards our targets, turning the shoulders and the hips. Okay, so right there, it got caught a little bit deep. So in doing this, we want to make sure the paddle stays in front of our bodies where we can see it. That paddle gets down here and my head drops, I'm late, and that ball is probably going into the net. So when you're doing this, you can do this 2-on-1, you can do this with a couple people. Make your margins where you feel comfortable. When you're moving your partner doing this drill, it's important you're not trying to win the point. You're trying to help each other, okay, and keeping the ball in front of our bodies. We're not shuffling side to side to keep it in front. We are turning our hips and our shoulders to keep the ball in front of us so it's an easy weight transfer and keeps our body nice and loose, which keeps that ball nice and soft. Remember, the focus of this drill is keeping the hands soft, keeping your body soft. Dinking is what sets up your point. So you want to make sure you're following through on these shots and keep the body out in front. 3 things to remember when you're doing this drill. Keep your chin up, look at the ball with your eyes. You want to see your opponent, see the ball, and see your paddle all in one line of sight. Keep your weight in your toes. Press into that toe when you lean to one side. Make sure you're feeling that forward motion. 3rd thing to remember, arms away from the body. You don't want your arms touching your sides. Get it out there so that your paddle stays out in front of you. Remember, more drills and tips on totalpickleball.com.